Hi there, welcome to Graphics Design 101 Masterclass. So in today's tutorial, I will be looking on how to change yellow teeth to white teeth. So the first thing, this is a very simple way to do it. Very simple way to do it. So the first thing we need to do now is to select the teeth area. And for us to do our selection, you all know what you need to use to do your selection. Come here to your tools bar and click on this lasso tool here. Round this round like tool here. That's the first, second, third. The third one lasso tool. Or you can use the shortcut L to pick the lasso tool. Now this is to make this lasso tool is used. We want to use it to make a selection of the teeth where we want to whiten. Alright, so make your selection. Alright. Now when I was making my selection, I guess my feather as that's your menu bar here. Check your menu bar up here. I get my feather as 5 pixel px. Now why I did that was to make sure I don't have a sharp edge when I'm done with my um with the whitening of the teeth. I don't want to have a sharp edge here, so that's why I kept the feather as 5 pixels. All right, when you're done with your selection of your teeth, it's now time for us to whiten the teeth. Now don't forget that you can also remove from your selection. As if you selected somewhere that you don't want to select, you want to remove your selection. You can as well do that by pressing Alt on your keyboard. Hold down your Alt. Immediately you hold down your Alt, you see the minus sign underneath your tool. That's underneath your arrow, and that ring like icon. You see a minus sign there, means you are subtracting from that selection. Have you seen that? You are subtracting from that selection. Why, if you hold down your shift key on your keyboard, you are adding to that selection. You are adding to that selection. Have you seen that? So how to subtract from this selection? Let me have to it. So when you are done with your selection, the next thing to do now is to whiten the teeth. A very simple way for you to whiten the teeth. Now what we're going to use to whiten the teeth, you come to your adjustment layer here, and we are using, if you look at it, adjustment layer, we are looking at hue and saturation. Come to your hue and saturation. When you click on hue and saturation, it automatically creates a layer of its own with the layer marks. Just because of we did our selection first, also did our selection first, it automatically creates a layer on its own and a layer marks. So now the layer marks is trying to say that everywhere you see black, your effects, the effect you're going to do is not going to show. So where you see white is where your effect will show. That's what the layer marks means. So anywhere you see white is only where the effect I'm going to do now is going to be revealed. But for the black area, the effect is not going to show there. So what we want to do now is we want to pick. So you come here, this hand icon here, you come here to pick the yellow color. So when I'm picking the yellow color, it automatically selects yellow color in this place. Have you seen? The yellow color has been selected here. So what I'm going to do, I'll give it lightness. Lightness. Can you see that? Voila. So that's to give it lightness. And you can further increase the whiteness by removing the saturation. Can you see that? So you remove the color, you increase the lightness of the yellow, and I also did what? I also removed the color as I desaturate it, as reducing the saturation. Then you have your white teeth. This is your before, and this is your after. That is how to whiten in very simple way on how to whiten teeth in Photoshop. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.